fuck's sakes. I got this battery for this Amazon overnight. Look at that. It even came with the tools needed, so I don't have to use this. Wonderful. These are going to come in handy in the future. So, discovered some things about the Lamborghini today I'm going to make a video about. I'm going to check my orientation here, if anybody is even watching. I can't tell where my head would be. But I figured out that the battery problem I'm having with the Lamborghini is because somebody just put a regular battery in it. And I went and looked at the battery finally. There's no lithium-ion battery in there. They just stuck a fucking battery in there. So I might be able to rectify the problems once I put this back together by simply reprogramming the computer, because I realized that I can go into, using this, I can go into the module and tell it what kind of battery it be, which is all it needs to know. This is kind of goofy because for fuck's sakes. This fucking tape here doesn't need to be here, first of all. I can't seem to get this to plug in. So that goes like this. All right, now I got a gazillion of these little screwdrivers. Should just use the one that I have. This is pretty boring, because when I have to concentrate on something, you know, I can't really talk. Still trying to get over this dude trying to smear me on Facebook, because it's not just a hater. It's more than just a hater. It's somebody who's affecting my relationships in the real world, because it's misinformation, it's out of context, it's character assassination, you know, it's taking things out of context to make them fit the narrative that you want it to be. And I just don't get the point. First of all, Let's see where this even. Now there was a little, okay, here it is, a little power button here. This isn't like difficult, but it's tedious. Oh. Okay, that doesn't go there. Okay, what the fuck? I could have sworn. Oh, now this thing's trying to boot up. I guess it's these screws here. Where do those other ones go? Doesn't make sense. That's the screen. What goes here? This thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So where do these 3 little screws go? Okay. Fuck me. Ah, for fuck's sakes. I need tweezers for this. I tell you, it sucks getting old. I used to have the most perfect vision. And now my close-up vision is starting to go, you know? I never had that problem. I'm gonna have to start wearing readers. Like, this is a new thing that's only happened this year because I never had a problem with my close-up vision. Speaking of vision, see if anybody's even watching this. 15 of y'all. Adrian says, thanks for refunding my donations, helping me out with some home expenses. There was only 2 people that got a refund. Are you the one that I gave double your money back? There was one person for $25 and one person for $100, and I gave back double. So I just ordered these from Ray-Ban. They're not crazy expensive, but you can go on the Ray-Ban website and pick and choose the frames, the earpieces, the case, the lenses. So I ordered them with black frames, with red earpieces, with mirrored lenses. Very Video Bob. So, new glasses. My other ones are all scratched up. Probably because I put them in my pocket and not in a case. Hey, what the hell you gotta do? Every couple of years you buy a new pair of glasses. Okay. All right, this thing I think is ready to be married back to itself, which is a little bit of a trick because you have to there are all these little ribbon cables, you know. I mean, I was just explaining to somebody, we were talking about this whole situation with this guy fucking with me. And I said, you know, I don't think that anybody who sent me any money thought that I was destitute or broke. I don't think that's why they gave me the money. It's you know, the people who sent me money, they did so because it was condolences. It's like when you have a baby shower, or you have a wedding, or you have a funeral, or whatever the situation is, you know. People just want to contribute in some way. Whatever the situation is appropriate. And I think that was what was going on here. And the whole idea is that people are wishing for your success. You're not supposed to be penalized when you have the success. Does that make sense? It's like if somebody was homeless and then you were helping them and then they won the lottery and bought a house, you're not going to be, you wouldn't be mad at them, would you? Though this is really difficult to get this thing in here. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if this is supposed to come forward. I think it just tabs in there. Just having a hard time getting it to go. I mean, if this little ribbon gets damaged in any way, you're completely screwed. So you don't want to be using metal. This is fucking retarded. Come on. This is not working. As far as I can tell, this doesn't move. Like, I don't think this is supposed to raise up and snap down. It doesn't look like it does that. Why is this so difficult? This is really difficult. This is just not playing along with me today. It's like trying to, you know, push a wet noodle. It's like my wedding night. I think that's it. God dang it. Oh yeah, the screen's on. Look at that. Fucking screen came on as soon as I did that. And I don't want the screen on. It's not supposed to be on. Shit, it unplugged itself. Not what I wanted to happen. This is really fucking. How do they do this? How do these little Chinese motherfuckers put these together? I need a Chinese child to help me put this back together. Somebody with tiny fingers and good eyes. Because this is just not fucking possible. With human fucking hands. It was working though. It was. But trying to get these other ones plugged in is gonna be fucking, oh God. This is just, ah! Fuck. There must be a trick to this. A tool or something. Because it's not. Fuck. It doesn't flip up or move or lock. That's the problem. It just doesn't. It fucking doesn't. All right, I got it once again. Now, put these other ones in their place. Oh man, this is crazy hard. They don't give you enough cable to reach up in there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I think I got that one in there. I didn't want this thing to be on. There's really not a way around it. I don't like hot plugging this stuff in. Holy shit balls. I can barely see what I'm doing here. I think I should have just bought another one. Fuck it. I do not recommend doing this because it sucks a lot. Okay. I don't think the touchscreen's working. And it won't let me power it off without touching it. That touchscreen wasn't working. Still not working. If I just hold the power button, will it reboot? Maybe. Because either it needs to reboot in order to work, or the touchscreen isn't working because something's not plugged in correctly. Is my head in the frame? I can't even tell. Let's see if this thing boots. Okay. Ah, touchscreen's working now. Yep, it works. Okay, cool. Power off. All right. As long as it's working, I can put it back together. Jesus, that was hard. Oh, what a pain in the ass. That was a pain in the ass. My ass hurts. It has pain. Anyway. Yeah, this is an automotive diagnostic scanning tool, the Autel Max S. People were asking what it is. I've had it a few years. The little battery in it goes bad. The other thing is you have to pay for a subscription to this thing. And it's a ripoff because you can literally buy a new unit for the cost of the subscription, which is what a lot of people do, which is why you see so many of these used. Now, Icon Harbor Freight is now offering their own diagnostic scanning tool, and I'm really interested to find out how it works, but it also has a subscription. And I understand why there's a subscription. You have a subscription because things are constantly changing, new cars come out every year, there's always updates, things like that. I get it. But it needs to be somewhat reasonable in pricing. Worst fucking toolbox ever. Hey, let's make it so that you can't get the tool out at all. Perfect. I don't know if manufacturers understand how important the packaging for their tools are. When I like this, little tray. Because I will totally buy a tool based on how it's put together and packaged. 100%. The little case it comes in, better be, you know, up to snuff. Now, batteries like this, lithium-ion batteries like this, you're not supposed to throw them away in the trash. Now, as somebody who suffered from one of these situations, the reason is while it's being run through the machines, what'll happen is if it gets punctured, the thing explodes and causes a fire, which can quickly get out of control. And so what do you do with them? You know, you're supposed to take them to a place that properly disposes of them. And it's kind of a burden on the consumer, really. But you don't want to just throw those out. What's interesting is I've never taken the plastic off of this cover of this thing. It still has the plastic because I figured, well, that would make a good protector. And it's made out of this rubberized kind of material that's peeling. I'm tempted to pull this cover off because it's starting to get kind of cruddy and scratched out. But I'm like, imagine how much scratched up the screen would be had I not. But see, I still haven't peeled this off. Oh, it's perfect under there. So I've just left it on there as a protector. If I boot it up now, and I'm not sure what I did with the, I guess I put the dongle in there. So it is Maxis. And I haven't charged the battery yet, I just stuck it in there. So obviously it's doing well. Battery was like 20 bucks or something. Came with the tools. Amazon delivered the next day. Man, it's hard to compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Look at this thing. Let me see if I can go into the system settings, Wi-Fi on. It's on Wi-Fi. So if I go to the update, I wonder if it has any free updates that I don't have to pay for. New update. So I'm afraid if I release update, added notifications, and allow a quick payment. How about no? Yeah, there's 57 updates, but it's for shit that I don't care about. If you go to renew, your software subscription will expire in 2096. Renew the current subscription. So what happens if I click renew? $695. How about no? All right, well, I'm gonna go plug this thing in. I'm gonna turn it off again. And go plug it in and let it charge fully. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, those autols are pretty cool because they, I've got the camera hookup for that. There's a lot of other little things you can get for it. They're not crazy expensive. I mean, if you're working on cars, you know, it's a must-have, especially if you do it for a living. But this thing I worked on pretty late. I didn't record myself working on it, but this is a upper console, Night Rider upper console. So I was just getting, I got this thing mounted in there and this stuff glued in there and these switches. So I'm still not done with it, but I put some epoxy on this. Some screws, epoxy here, epoxy here. So once this is all wired together, I've got to, what I was gonna do is maybe have each of these things wire up to these switches, you know, so that you can feel like you've got some kind of interaction. You know, you could turn this on, turn that on, turn that on, you know, and there'll be one master switch that turns everything on. I just thought it'd be kind of fun, you know, I like when things are interactive and that way you feel like something's happening when you're in the car, but this actually goes like this. So this thing sits right by your gosh darn head. You got this little count thing, down thing, this intensity, whatever. It's all bullshit. It's a lot of work though. I'm not gonna work on it right now. I'm gonna go have me a bologna sandwich. Oscar Mayer bologna with sharp cheddar cheese and etc. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. All I did was fix my scanner. I might work on that upper console here a little bit. I just have some other things I gotta do. I need to relax, sit down for a minute, and have a sandwich. I need some food. Answer some messages. Anyway, I'm gonna try to turn this on more and more when I'm in here working. Don't expect much, but people like to watch me work. So if you're one of them, welcome to Fabulous Bob's House. I should just have it. No, I like mayonnaise. I'm gonna do Hellman's mayonnaise. That's it.